All I can say is what the fuck? I'm supposed to be having an ESA assessment tomorrow morning. That's Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. But around about 9 hours ago, I received a phone call from the assessment centre cancelling it. And I spent hours running around, making phone calls, going to the local job centre to make sure that I am not going to get my benefits sanctioned. And then my ex-wife came to calm me down, and it's only now at 11 o'clock in the evening that I can actually record this introduction to the next bit of the video, which are the actual phone calls that I had with the woman from the assessment centre and the guy from the DWP. The one from the assessment centre is only part of the phone call because I actually had to phone her back, and it took me a while to get hold of a recorder to record the conversation, but the DWP one is the full conversation. I do apologise for the picture on this bit being a little bit weird, but that's because it's night time and I always seem to get pretty poor pictures when I do these things at night time. But all I can say is, as I said at the beginning, what the fuck? So what's coming up next are the telephone conversations. So I'll be editing these two bits together and then uploading. Hopefully it'll get up before midnight. But I need to have proof before 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is why, even though it's really late, this is going on now. Because then they can't say that I shot it any other time. You know, that I shot it tomorrow morning and I didn't go to my assessment, so they're going to try and take my benefit away from me. So there's going to be a tiny jump cut into what's supposed to be a really good PowerPoint presentation, but I was having problems, so it's a really shitty bog standard thing, but at least you'll be able to hear the phone calls. Okay, I'll speak to you later.
Well, it won't be a problem with them because we'll put it on our system tomorrow because we can't do it the day before, and they'll send you out a new appointment if it needs to be assessed, or they might decide that you can come by taxi, or there's lots of different things.
Yeah, but I still need to know. I have to have some proof, not just your word. I need proof. So what?
Well, I'll send you out a letter through the post today.
No, the letter will get here too late. If I miss the appointment by even 5 seconds, the DWP dock my money.
No, they won't, because we'll mark our system first thing tomorrow morning that we've cancelled it from us.
That is what you say. What you say and what you do could be two totally different things. Now, could you tell me why this has been cancelled at the very last minute?
I told you earlier why it's been cancelled, and I'm not saying it again, so don't worry about coming tomorrow.
No, why was it cancelled?
No, I'm not saying it again. I told you earlier why it wasn't cancelled.
Yeah, and I've forgotten. I've got a very bad memory. Why was it cancelled?
We haven't actually got your information here at the moment. It's with HCPs, it could be about 4 or 5 different offices. So at the moment, don't worry worry about coming tomorrow, and we'll send you out a new appointment if you need to be assessed.
And now, I said earlier that my ex-wife is taking a day off.
Yep.
What am I supposed to say to her? Oh, don't bother, darling. And how is she going to get another day off?
Well, unfortunately, hopefully she will be able to. There'll be understanding.
Yeah.
Go in if she needs to, and maybe take another day off in lieu another time.
But she can't. She hasn't got a very sympathetic boss.
Right, well...
And I have to go... I have to be escorted when I go on long journeys on public transport. Public transport that is going to cost me a fortune to get to the appointment for anyway. So what am I supposed to do? You're cancelling the appointment the day before it's going, actually less than 24 hours. You're saying because you haven't got the file which I said, why don't you contact their office? If the person isn't there, contact their office and get it couriered to you, so I can have my appointment as is set.
Yeah, and I told you it doesn't work that way. So what we'll do tomorrow is we'll cancel it from here in the morning.
So it's not actually cancelled now?
No, we can't do it until tomorrow morning because the system doesn't allow it.
So this is a bit like the letter I was sent on the 6th that said it's cancelled, and then it wasn't cancelled because it was still on the Friday.
Yeah, I don't know, I can't explain that one for you, but that must have been a system glitch. But we can't actually mark our system till the following day from the centres.
So the appointment is actually still on?
No, and because I'm cancelling it.
No, you're cancelling it tomorrow morning.
I'm cancelling tomorrow morning's appointment, yes.
No, you said you're cancelling the appointment tomorrow because you can't do it today.
No, I have to do it. I've done it on our paperwork today.
Yeah, but it's not cancelled on the system, is it?
No, because we can't do it from here today. But I can make a phone call and I'll change it. I'll get them to put it on hold.
But then it still doesn't sort out the problem that I need someone to accompany me. I also wanted it recorded, the session, and the recording was set for 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And now you're cancelling it because someone at the office hasn't sent the file to you. Do you think this is fair?
No, I don't, Mr. Cook, but unfortunately these things happen from time to time and there's not much we can do about it. So don't worry about tomorrow, and we'll be in touch as soon as we can.
But you say not to worry, but I do worry. Because, as I said, I've only got your word for any of this stuff. I really do only have your word that that it's going to be cancelled, and it's not going to be cancelled until tomorrow morning. What time tomorrow morning? Is it going to be cancelled before 10 o'clock, or are you going to wait till afterwards, and then I will get sanctioned?
No, we do it first thing in the morning when we cancel people.
Yeah, but when is first thing in the morning to you? When is it actually going to go on the system? How many have you cancelled?
Well, unfortunately, I've got to do 3 for tomorrow. So, but don't worry. What we'll do...
Yeah, but you keep saying don't worry, but don't you see the stress and anxiety this puts on people? Just because you lot can't get your act together, you're screwing us over.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Cook, we're going round in circles here, so I'll let you go, and we'll be in touch as soon as we get the file in, and we'll take it from there.
But
Bye.
But hang on.
Thanks. And what's your query, please?
Right, I'm just phoning up to say that I received a phone call at 2 p.m. or roughly 2 p.m. this afternoon from the assessment centre where I was due to have my assessment tomorrow for ESA, and it has been cancelled. They cancelled it at 2 p.m. this afternoon.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Had you gone to had you already left or got there or?
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, I beg your pardon. I'm so sorry.
And they cancelled it at 2 p.m. this afternoon. They said they haven't got. They said they haven't got the files, so they can't do the assessment. So they've cancelled it. They said that it's cancelled on their paperwork, but they cannot update their system until tomorrow morning. And I want the DWP to understand that I am not attending. It was cancelled, and I want to ensure that this is not going to affect my benefit.
Okay then, just bear with me. I'll make a note on the notepad. 1 minute. Sorry, what did you say about if they arrive tomorrow morning? What if they are sending the files and they'll be there by tomorrow morning?
She said that the appointment is cancelled. She said she might be able to fit me in tomorrow afternoon if the files do get there, but they're operating on the possibility that they won't be, as the person who has the files at the moment is not in work.
Oh, all right then. Okay. Well, I've marked it down that they've cancelled the appointment and told you not to attend in effect.
Yeah, but like I said, I want a guarantee that this is not going to affect my benefit, because they told me that, and I have an audio recording of it, because I took it, because no one will believe me otherwise. Unfortunately, the batteries run out, so I can't repeat it for you. It says that she said that she's cancelled it.
Yeah.
All the paperwork says it's cancelled now, but they cannot update their system until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Now, unless they do it before 10 o'clock, that might be put down as me not attending. I spoke to a lady called Susan there. She didn't give her surname.
All right, sir. Well, I've done that for you now. So, at some stage there will be another appointment sent to you. All right.
Yeah, she said she was going to send out a letter, but the letter won't be sent out. And even if it was sent out today at first class, it won't get here until after the appointment has been cancelled. I can give you the appointments, the telephone number that I have to call, so you could call them to confirm that it's been cancelled. Would you like that?
No, I accept that it's been cancelled, and
Yeah, you may accept.